Hey guys, in this video, I want to talk about a topic that's been going around the Fortnite community for the past few weeks. The Fortnite Simpsons season has been rumored to release after the season ends. This will be the second mini-season to release in Chapter 6. So I will be explaining whether or not the Simpsons season will increase Fortnite's player count, or will the season drop Fortnite's player count even further than before. Now, before I get into my thoughts about the Simpsons season, I want to go on and say that I think the idea of the Simpsons season isn't bad. It will only last for a month, and the content surrounding the season will only be there for a month. At first, I was a bit worried about them doing another collab season, completely dropping the idea for the Chapter 3 map coming back. But now that I've had some time to think, I would like to talk about the potential content this season will offer without bashing it for no reason. So the first thing I would like to talk about is the map. We all know now that the map from the Simpsons season will be based around Springfield. The map size could be small or it could be big. I feel like the size of the map will be important because you wouldn't want to walk around the map for 10 minutes not being able to find anyone. Some notable POIs we can see is Homer Simpson's house and maybe the entire neighborhood, the power plant which looks like Steamy Stacks, Lake Springfield, and maybe the school if we get lucky. We don't know if we will actually get this because of Anyway, the map, according to leakers, will be cel shaded like in the cartoon. This could be really cool, but I'm worried about how this will look on the eyes. It could look too bright and turn off many players due to it being too different. Fortnite at heart is a cartoonish game. I really don't mind too much if the Springfield map was cel shaded. Remember that Fortnite lost its cartoonish look around Chapter 5, so going back to that wacky, kind of vibrant looking color scheme could be interesting. There are a lot of potential POIs on the Springfield map that can make it into the game. Now, what can we expect from the loot pool? If you didn't know, the Simpsons have been shown to include guns of their own. They have weapons with attachments, miniguns, and even pulse rifles. We can actually see the return of attachments next season if Fortnite really wanted to. I just hope if they do, the weapons don't have bullet travel. Seriously, do not bring that back. We could see a reskinned pulse rifle, as long as it's not like the overclocked pulse rifle. That weapon was busted. We also have a grenade launcher Bart Simpson is carrying here. Maybe we could potentially see the return of the grenade launcher. It could be reskinned and reworked to be similar to the one we see in the show. I also need to mention that it's really important that Fortnite balances these weapons coming into the game. I feel as though a weapon is too overpowered, the community would complain as they always do and leave the game. If a weapon is too weak, there will be no point in carrying it and therefore lead to players carrying the same loadout every single game. We could also see Bart Simpson's skateboard coming to the game as a rotational item. Maybe it could come in like mythic rarity and you can rotate on land much faster using the item. And it will also be cool if you could do like tricks and stunts on the skateboard. Could you imagine the trick shot potential with this thing? Now we have to discuss the most important question. Can the Simpsons season hold its player base throughout the month? Fortnite must give us an update each week to the map or loot pool to keep players engaged and entertained. We also have to mention that someone who watched The Simpsons growing up and has been a fan is going to enjoy the season more than someone who isn't. They will more than likely feel more nostalgic towards the season. So it's really important that Fortnite keeps doing good updates to keep the player base playing. If they mess up, it will just be like a repeat of the Star Wars season. But at least this time, the Simpsons season has a whole new map to work with. The story also has to make sense and flow smoothly with the current one. Me personally, I haven't really been keeping up with the storyline as much as I used to back in the past. I still get interested from time to time, but it's kind of been hard to follow. If we get a live event or whatever happens leading in and out of the Simpsons season, hopefully it ties in well with the story. Worst case scenario, we randomly get put into the Simpsons season with no exact reason why it happened. Storyline lovers out there will appreciate it if it all makes sense. I also forgot to talk about the potential cosmetics we'll be getting this season. Since this will be a collab season, expect there to be new skins coming out. Homer Simpson and Marge Simpson will definitely release. Ned Flanders, as I'm recording this, is confirmed to release as well. I'm not sure about Bart or Alyssa Simpson, as they are too short to be a skin. Sucks for them. Another thing they can do with these guys is that you can wear them as a bat bling, as a skin. Maybe they can do that somehow. They can go the other route and make it to where they're like on a suit, like how the Rick and Morty collab had Morty wearing like the mech suit. They can do that as well. Now I'm sure that we will be seeing some of these skins in the battle pass. Remember that mini season battle passes are not as big as the normal season's battle passes. Recently, Fortnite has been putting out surveys asking players their opinions about the amount of cosmetics in the battle pass, if it's too low or too high specifically. So maybe if Fortnite acts on this, we could potentially see even more cosmetics coming in future battle passes. Who would generally turn off the opportunity for more skins? Even if you might not like the upcoming Simpsons season, you might appreciate the cosmetics soon to come. Some part of the Fortnite community doesn't really care about the gameplay, but rather they care about collecting skins. The Simpsons has a lot of characters that I haven't even mentioned that can come into the game. So, to answer the question, do I think the Simpsons season can revive Fortnite? I actually think so. Whether or not you think that the Simpsons season will be a letdown, or you think that it's not like Fortnite, or Fortnite is losing its identity, you have to give the season a chance. Too many people online are judgmental of the changes when they haven't been fully announced by Epic themselves. I know a lot of people, especially enjoyers of The Simpsons, will come to this season and give it a try. I'm sure the trailer and the gameplay trailer will bring people in. I remember that collab seasons are not the worst. We've seen what happened with Chapter 2 Season 4, which was themed around Marvel, and that turned out to be one of the best seasons of all time. So I want you guys to keep your expectations low, but also be willing to try out new things. Chapter 6 in its entirety has seen its few ups and downs. There are only 10 days left before we move on from here. We have had good seasons that honestly felt good to play with a balanced loot pool, and pretty mid seasons that had an unappealing loot pool and just questionable updates. The map has also seen its low moments and its highs, with the Season 1 map in my opinion still being the best, and the worst being the beginning of Season 4. If you were to ask me if I will miss Chapter 6, I'll probably say kind of, but if you were to ask me in like 2 years, I'd probably say yeah. Hopefully the Simpsons season and Chapter 7 moving forward bring changes that we as a community will all like. Hopefully this mini season will be amazing. Take care of yourself guys. I'll see you in another video.